Hey gamers, remember that feeling? That pure, unadulterated magic of your first Nintendo game? The pixelated awe of Zelda? The chaotic fun of Mario Kart? Or maybe the breathtaking landscapes of Breath of the Wild? For generations, Nintendo wasn't just a company. It was the ultimate champion of fun, creativity, and just plain joy. It felt like they were making games for us, for the love of it, not just for the bottom line. But what if I told you that magic is slowly but surely disappearing? What if the company we once adored, the one that supposedly put gamers first, has actually become, well, kind of a corporate bully? Because lately, it feels like Nintendo has completely flipped the script. They've gone from being our quirky, fun-loving best friend to an IP-obsessed dictator, focused on shutting everything down and squeezing every last dime. In this video, we're diving deep into the shocking truth, how Nintendo went from championing gamers to policing them, with some wild, recent examples that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the House of Mario. Trust me, you're not gonna like what you hear. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about the lawsuit that absolutely broke the internet, and probably a few indie dev dreams. Palworld. Remember the Pokemon with Guns game that blew up faster than a lucky pal on fire? Nintendo naturally was not happy. But here's where it gets wild. Instead of going after Pokemon designs, Nintendo went after something far more insidious. They actually filed brand new patents for super generic stuff, like catching a creature, making it fight, or riding it around. And get this, they filed these patents after Palworld launched. Seriously, after the game was already a massive hit, Nintendo decided, let's patent fundamental game mechanics now so we can sue them. It's like patenting the act of walking after someone starts a walking club. And guess what? It kind of worked. Palworld already had to change their iconic Pokeball-style summoning. This isn't just about Pokemon anymore. Nintendo is trying to claim basic gameplay ideas as their own. What's next? Are they going to patent jumping? This isn't protecting IP. It's an aggressive land grab for the very rules of gaming. And if you thought the Palworld situation was a one-off, you'd be dead wrong. Nintendo is still doing this. They just obtained a US patent covering the literal act of summoning a sub-character and making it battle. Think about that for a second. This isn't some groundbreaking tech. It's a gameplay loop that's been around for decades. It's in their own games like Pokemon and Pikmin. It's in Persona, Final Fantasy, literally every RPG under the sun where you call in a party member or a summon. Critics are rightly terrified. This patent could be a weapon for Nintendo to go after any developer who lets you call in a helper to fight. It's part of this scary patent grab that has gamers wondering, is Nintendo trying to own all video game mechanics? Are they gonna sue an indie dev for letting you summon a cat to scratch an enemy? It's stifling creativity before it even has a chance to breathe. But it's not just about big companies. Nintendo is coming for their own fans. Remember Relic Castle, a beloved hub for Pokemon fan games for 10 years? They didn't host ROMs. They just linked to projects made with pure love. Nintendo sent them a DMCA takedown and bam, 10 years of community, passion, and creativity. Gone just like that. Poof. And it gets worse. Game Jolt, a platform for indie games, got hit with a DMCA notice forcing them to remove over 550 fan games. Mario, Zelda, Pokemon wiped out. These weren't profit-making schemes. They were passion projects, tributes to the games people loved. Nintendo's basically saying, thanks for loving our games so much you poured your heart into making your own, but we're gonna shut you down and stomp on your creativity. It's generating so much resentment, and it makes you wonder, does Nintendo even care about its community anymore? Or are we just walking wallets they need to control? And if you thought fan games were safe, try playing games on your own terms. Remember the Yuzu Switch emulator? Or Citra for the 3DS? Popular tools that let people play their legally owned games on PC, often for preservation or just convenience. Nintendo sued the developers for facilitating piracy at a colossal scale. They settled for a whopping $2.4 million and had to shut everything down. Every copy, every domain, gone. No fight, just pure legal muscle flexing. And modders? They're also in Nintendo's crosshairs. We're talking people selling modded consoles, getting hit with million-dollar lawsuits. They even garnish wages from people who owe them millions. While piracy is bad, emulators and modding are vital for game preservation and accessibility. Nintendo's scorched earth approach isn't just stopping piracy. It's chilling entire communities, making sure nobody touches their precious ecosystem without their permission. It's not about protecting games. It's about absolute control. Even competitive gaming isn't safe from Nintendo's iron fist. Remember all those amazing fan-run Smash Bros. Tournaments? The ones using mods for better competitive play? Or just to make the game their own? Nintendo has a notorious history of swooping in and shutting them down. It's like they can't stand anything they don't directly control, even if it's fostering their own games community. From shutting down emulators to forcing fan projects offline, Nintendo is sending a very clear, very chilling message. Our IP, our rules, and we'll sue anyone who disagrees. No fun allowed unless we say so. And the result? Gamers and even game historians are saying that the company that used to inspire imagination now inspires fear. That's a heavy statement. So let's connect the dots. Nintendo is still raking in cash. The Switch is a massive success, and their old games rarely drop in price. Yet they're simultaneously going after indie devs with vague patents, crushing fan projects made with love, taking down beloved emulators and shutting down community tournaments. It's a clear pattern, guys. This isn't just about protecting IP. It's about an aggressive, almost monopolistic control over anything even remotely related to their games, even basic gameplay ideas or non-profit tributes. They're prioritizing pure profit and control over the very creativity and passion that made them legends in the first place. Indie developers are now terrified to use common game mechanics because they might get sued by Nintendo. How is that fostering innovation? It's literally doing the opposite. It's creating an environment of fear and stagnation, pushing talented creators away from making the next great game. Nintendo's legacy was built on pure, unadulterated fun, on imagination, on pushing boundaries. If they keep going down this path, treating their fans and the broader gaming community as enemies, will there be any magic left? Or will Nintendo just become another faceless corporation, inspiring fear instead of joy?
We were supposed to bring smiles to people's faces, not lawsuits to their mailboxes.